Charles Lindbergh was one of the most famous men in the world. In 1927, he made history by flying solo across the Atlantic. 5 years later, he was living a quiet life in rural New Jersey with his wife Anne and their 20-month-old son Charles Jr. But on the cold night of March 1st, 1932, that peace shattered. At around 9 p.m., the family nurse discovered the baby's crib empty. The Lindberghs searched frantically, and then they found a note on the windowsill. It was crudely written and filled with grammatical errors, demanding $50,000 in ransom. Outside the nursery window, investigators discovered a broken wooden ladder, footprints in the mud, and signs someone had crept silently up to the second story of the Lindbergh home and snatched the child. The nation erupted in shock. It became known as the crime of the century. Even Al Capone offered to help from prison. Ransom notes continued to arrive, over a dozen of them. Eventually, the Lindberghs paid a $50,000 ransom in marked bills to a shadowy man in the Bronx calling himself John. He gave them a note claiming the baby was safe on a boat called the Nellie, off the Massachusetts coast. But the baby was never found there. On May 12, 1932, over 2 months after the kidnapping, the decomposed body of Charles Jr. was discovered in the woods just a few miles from the Lindbergh home. He had been killed the night of the kidnapping, struck in the head. It was murder. The case went cold until 1934, when one of the marked ransom bills turned up at a gas station. The attendant had written the car's license plate on the bill. It led police to a German immigrant named Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a carpenter living in the Bronx. In Hauptmann's garage, police found $14,000 in ransom money hidden in the wall. Handwriting experts linked him to the ransom notes. Wood analysis even matched the broken ladder to wood missing from Hauptmann's attic. Hauptmann maintained his innocence until the end. But after a sensational trial, filled with reporters and national attention, he was convicted and sentenced to death. On April 3, 1936, Bruno Hauptmann was executed in the electric chair.